Introduction. This video has been created as a user guide for Blakemore Insight, powered by Alchemy. All of the data is viewable from a mobile telephone, tablet, or PC. Each page defaults to reporting total Blakemore, but depots can be added or removed from the reports. Registration and user login. To log on to the site, visit alchemy.wsale.co.uk. Blakemore Insight will prompt you to enter your username and password. Before you use the site for the first time, you need to be registered as a user. At this point, you will be provided with a username and password. You will need to enter your username and password where prompted, and these will remain your login credentials each time you use the site. Please be aware that these login details are specific to you and you should not share them, nor should you use someone else's login. You will then be prompted to choose your category from the drop-down box. Some suppliers only have one category. Once you have successfully logged in, you will see your dashboard. Across the middle of the screen, you will see icons for the three main areas of the site: NAM Dash, Analysis, Query. We will start by working through NAM Dash and then move on to the other two areas. NAM Dash. NAM Dash has been designed for snapshot reports on the go, particularly aimed at time-poor national account managers and their sales teams who are field-based. Within NAM Dash, there are 4 areas which can be selected from the menu bar at the bottom of the screen: Category Performance, Supplier Performance, My Product Performance, and My Stock. My Stock is an additional page made available on a case-by-case basis and is not visible to all users unless authorized by Blakemore Wholesale. Category Performance. The table on the left depicts departmental category, sales performance year-on-year, broken down into subgroups, subcategories. For this year, Sales TY, and last year, Sales LY. The roundel on the right-hand side depicts share of the subgroup this year as a percentage of the department. You can view the data by 13 weeks, calendar year to date, and moving annual total using the tabs towards the top right of the screen. You can also switch between value, sales out of depot in wholesale pounds, and quantity, case quantity. You can select data to be reported to include total Blakemore or refine it to specific branches by using the selection menu toward the top right of the screen. You can export data by clicking the Options link at the top right-hand side of the page. Data can be printed straight from the screen, downloaded into CSV for saving as Excel, or PDF for formatted charts. Supplier Performance. This page demonstrates supplier and competitor performance. By default, data will show total supplier performance at departmental level. Using the drop-down in the top left, you can select supplier performance at subgroup level. The roundel on the right-hand side depicts share of the supplier this year as a percentage of the department or subgroup, depending on the selection made from the drop-down box. You can view the data by 13 weeks, calendar year to date, and moving annual total using the tabs towards the top right of the screen. You can also switch between value, sales out of depot in wholesale pounds, and quantity, case quantity. As before, you can print, export, or save via the Options button. My Product Performance. This page reports sales by product week for up to 3 products for any selected date range. You will need to select products from the drop-down menu at the top of the page. Products can also be found by typing in the brand name. You can change the date range by hovering over the week numbers to bring up the selection box. The chart will show sales by week for up to 3 products at any one time. Data is returned in the chart at the bottom, and sales out numbers are displayed beneath. Once sales have been returned, if the same products are left in the search screen, you can toggle between volume and value and different date ranges, and the chart will adjust accordingly. New products can be selected by clicking the small X after the product name in the search box, and the product is removed from the search box. You can export data by clicking the Options link at the top right-hand side of the page. As before, you can print, export, or save via the Options button. My Stock. For some users, this may not be visible. This page reports stock and sales volumes by week for each of your products. Each column alternates between stock on hand for the week and case sales for the same week. At present, stock is only available from week 2 of 2016 and is a moment-in-time snapshot taken on a weekly basis. The sales figures are total sales for the week shown. Export data by clicking the Options link at the top right-hand side of the page. As before, you can print, export, or save via the Options button. Analysis. These pages are designed to be slightly more in-depth and use the wholesale company's consultancy experience to graphically interpret business development opportunities. You may find that more time will be required to review and analyze the results presented. Within Analysis, there are 5 areas which can be selected from the menu bar at the bottom of the screen: Price sensitivity, Area heat map, Depot scorecard, Bought not bought, and Gap analysis. Bought not bought and Gap analysis are additional pages made available on a case-by-case basis and are not visible to all users unless authorized by Blakemore Wholesale. Price sensitivity. By entering a single product in the drop-down box, the chart below will be populated with volume, case sales by week, the average wholesale selling price for that product for that week. This data, displayed on 2 separate axes, will enable you to determine the impact WSP is having on volumes and, in many cases, identify an optimum selling price, or perhaps highlight an on- and off-promotion pricing strategy. The chart will report 52 weeks sales, although for data to display, the product must have had at least one case sold out of a depot in the week reported. Export data by clicking the Options link at the top right-hand side of the page. As before, you can print, export, or save via the Options button. Area heat map. By entering a single product in the drop-down box at the top of the page, the map of the UK shown beneath will become coloured. Within the regions of the UK that Blakemore Wholesale has depots, the remaining regions will be greyed out. This map is a graphical mechanism for reporting customer distribution of a product by region and depot. To best view the map, click and drag it within your window and use the plus and minus buttons to minimize and maximize. The color coding is as follows. Red represents low distribution, amber is fair distribution, and green is reasonable distribution. By clicking on a particular colored region, you will see that the map moves to focus on that specified area and will then report the actual percentage distribution of the selected product within the Blakemore depots in that region. The distribution percentage is calculated as the distinct number of customers who purchase that product compared to the distinct number of customers who purchase from the subgroup that the product sits within in the latest 13 weeks. If depot percentages are overlapping due to screen size, the map can be enlarged or reduced using the plus and minus keys on the left-hand side of the page. The map can also be moved by clicking and dragging anywhere on its surface area. A new region can be selected simply by clicking on it. Depot scorecard. This page is designed to report which depots offer you the biggest relative sales opportunity. This means that each depot is compared using a series of key performance indicators and scored. The depots with the highest scores are sorted to the top of the page, and their scores determine that they offer the greatest relative chance for sales growth. By hovering over the I symbol in the header row, you can see a description of the data in each of the columns. The key performance indicators are importance of category. This ranks depots from high to low based on their sales of the department, category, that you operate within. Scored out of a total of 3 points, depots with the highest category sales score the most. This measure is weighted for its importance to the overall scorecard, and all scores are therefore doubled, i.e., a depot that scored 3 points will be upweighted to 6 points, and a depot that scored 2 points will be upweighted to 4 points. Year-on-year growth of category. This ranks depots based on the amount that the category that they operate in is growing. Depots with the highest growth will achieve the highest points, and depots with the least growth will gain the lowest points. Again, this measure is weighted so the maximum score is 3, but all totals are then doubled. Supplier share. This ranks depots based on your share of the category. Because this scorecard is about identifying where your products may be underperforming, relative to depots that are performing well at a category level, depots where your share is lower are awarded the highest points, and depots where the share is strongest receive the lowest points. This is also weighted. Supplier year-on-year growth. This compares your product's year-on-year growth to the category's year-on-year growth. Depots where the category has higher percentage growth for the category than your products achieve the highest scores. Depots where your products are outperforming the category receive the lowest scores. Distribution. This calculates the number of customers who are purchasing your products in each depot versus the number of customers who are purchasing in the department in the same depot. This is expressed as a percentage. Depots with the lowest percentages gain the highest scores, and depots with higher percentages receive the lowest scores. Total score. Scores for the 5 columns are added together. The depots in the top third are the ones suggested as having the highest relative opportunity. Note that this is calculated on the above generic measures. If your products have a particular regional strength or weakness, or if competition is particularly prevalent in some depots and not others, this will not be factored into the calculation. Export data by clicking the Options link at the top right-hand side of the page. As before, you can print, export, or save via the Options button. Bought, not bought. For some users, this may not be visible. This page identifies numerical distribution opportunities for specific products. The page only reports your own products. It enables you to identify customers who are purchasing within a subgroup but not purchasing your products. Results can be further filtered by business type to eliminate groups of customers who would be unlikely to require the product. For example, caterers purchasing a predominantly retail item or PBUs. The results set will show the account numbers of the customers who have bought in the department but not bought the selected product. The pound value displayed next to the customer's account number is the amount they have spent in the last 13 weeks in total in the department. The number of customers displayed can be increased or decreased. As before, you can print, export, or save via the Options button. Gap analysis. For some users, this may not be visible. This report is very similar to Bought, Not Bought, but focuses on Retail Club. This report will show any Retail Club members who are not buying a selected product, which is chosen in the third drop-down box. Again, Retail Club members can be filtered based on the type of business they run, so that the report focuses on those members predisposed to purchase. Query Builder. Query Builder enables users to build their own query to pull out data from the database that is not presented via any of the predefined Alchemy pages. The query tool has been designed to be as simple to use as possible. It works in stages. Stage 1. Select your measure. These are the numbers that will be reported in your dataset: volume, value, or customer count. Select the time period that you want the data to be run over. You can use predefined time periods such as 13 weeks or year to date, or select custom dates by clicking in the start and end date boxes and a calendar will appear. The Add Date range allows you to compare 2 periods. Note that the lowest period within the data is sales aggregated to a total for 1 week. Stage 2. The first stage will only return you a single number, which will be the total for the time period you selected. To view your data in more granular form, you need to add in extra fields, which will break your single number down into more rows of data. Where you select a field that can be filtered, the screen will invite you to choose your filters. Specifically for the product description and customer fields, you will need to start typing, and then you can select from the available filters list. So, for example, if you wish to see beer volume by subcategory for the last 13 weeks, you would select subcategory, and it would invite you to filter. You would then choose the various subcategories that you wish your result set to display. Select as many fields as you wish to display, and as you pick them, they will turn green. They will also drop to the bottom of the screen so that you can see the layout of your columns. In this view, you can click and drag columns and resort the data. Once you hit Next, Query Builder will provide a summary of your data selection. If you're happy, click Run Query Now, and your data will be emailed to you. If you wish to make any amendments prior to running your report, select the step boxes at the top of the page to take you back into the process. To end your session, please log out using the logout icon in the top right of the screen. Reporting issues. For any support queries, email support@wsale.co.uk.